Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. If you enjoy these videos, do me a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel right here at Watchbox Reviews. I'd really appreciate it, and I promise to update daily. If you love this watch, you could see it and you could purchase it on our website, thewatchbox.com. And today we are discussing a 50th anniversary birthday present from Grand Seiko to Grand Seiko, or perhaps I should say from Seiko to Grand Seiko, as this 9F GMT Seiko Quartz 50th Anniversary SBGN009 is an extraordinary 2019-piece limited edition honoring a format that came to dominate the industry thanks to the efforts of Seiko watchmaking. Now, of course, that original Astron is the true ancestor of this SBGN009, which is 40 millimeters in stainless steel and graceful on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist, a high-scale luxury quartz timepiece that's far more versatile than the original, in many respects far more refined and enduring. This is a timepiece that is designed to make it to the 100th anniversary of quartz. Now, the timepiece is a reasonable 12.2 millimeters thick with a sloped double-stepped case flank, so it will slide easily underneath a dress cuff. The timepiece measuring 46.8 millimeters lug-to-lug, but if you include the solid end links of the bracelet, which do extend the watch a little bit, then it's an even 50 millimeters across the wrist. The spacing between the lugs is 20 millimeters, which is a universal size. If you want to accessorize with a strap, you'll have many 20 millimeter options. But the bracelet is a high-grade piece. A 3-link design. You can see that one of the design trademarks of many Grand Seiko bracelets is that the center links are slightly raised over the shoulder links, giving them more of a staggered appearance than you'll find on something like a Rolex 3-link Oyster. Polished outer face, as you can see that the removable links are fixed by screws because this is a Grand Seiko steel watch, and there are half links on both sides of the clasp, so you can size using those precisely, and a twin trigger release system, a milled interior with a single swing arm design, quite secure. You have to press both triggers to open it up. Jumping to the case, you can see the famed Zaratsu finish. Quartz, spring drive, or automatic, it makes no difference. The same grade of finish by the same specialized artisans, executed in what would be called black polish or poly noir in Switzerland, the highest grade of optically smooth mirrored finishing. This is achieved by holding the surface to be milled directly against a spinning tin plate on a Zaratsu machine, and artisanal craft knowledge guides the hands as well as the hand and finger pressure that creates these symmetrically sized and finished lugs at all 4 corners. You can see that there are strap tool apertures in all 4 lugs to allow easy swapping to straps, and contrast in the form of satin finish on the hoods of the lugs. There is a lovely bevel that runs side to side across the mid case to each lug end, and then there's a well-chosen kink in the form of the bezel. There is a horizontal section and then a conical section, giving way to a box section sapphire crystal over a dial that is rather difficult to describe, but you could just, let me see if I can get a little bit more light here. You can just barely see that under this dial, which is both glossy and metallic, it's almost as though lacquer were applied over a metallic base, but there is a repeating pattern featuring a quartz symbol on the base of the dial. You can see that the features of the dial, both diamond finished hands and indices, exceptionally, there you can really see that motif on the dial base. Turn up your screen brightness to maximum here if you want to see what I'm talking about. But the individual indices and the hands are manually finished to create the faceting, the polish, and the satin. You can see that there are yellow gold printed features for the GMT 24-hour circuit, the GMT hand, as well as the Lancet counterweighted seconds hand and the Grand Seiko logo. Now, you have the ability to move the local hour hand as the watch continues to keep time both for the minute hand, the seconds hand, and the reference time. You can also see that there is a crisp date mechanism that will jump in either direction as you cross the international date line. So this is a great feature for those who jump time zones routinely during travel. Pull the crown out all the way, and now you have hacking or stop seconds. The timepiece, 100 meters water resistant and quite versatile. Though you can't see it underneath the case back, there is a Grand Seiko 9F86 caliber created expressly for this occasion because it is the first 9F GMT caliber. Quartz has its advantages. First, precision. What do you think? Plus or minus 10 seconds? A month? Every 6 months, a quarter perhaps? How about every year? Plus or minus 10 seconds accuracy per year. It pivots on 9 jewels. It is a watchmaker-assembled, watchmaker-regulated movement. And in fact, 2 watchmakers are involved. One handles the cam and spring system of the date. The other assembles and regulates the movement itself. It is thermocompensated, as the highest grade of quartz calibers are, meaning that extreme cold and extreme hot will not alter its timing precision. It features a trimmer device, with the idea being that this movement will last not just the life of the owner, but the life of the watch. The trimmer allows the watchmaker over the decades to adjust for the effects of quartz crystal aging and quartz drift. The watch features a lash adjustment system that perfectly aligns the seconds hand each time with the seconds indices. So this is adjusted both in terms of the movement and the dial alignment before the watch ships out. There is also a double pulse twin torque system that pulses, for example, the seconds hand, the minute hand, twice. So 2 pulses to move them, this allowing the hands to be long and extended, uncommon for quartz watches, without drawing undue amounts of energy. And the watch does have a power reserve of 2 to 3 years, so it has exceptionally long legs. You have the stop second, you have the dual time functionality in 12 and 24-hour formats, and of course you have one of the great caliber families in all of watchmaking, the Grand Seiko 9F series, 26 years young this year. You can see this 50th anniversary tribute to the original Seiko quartz and make it yours on the watch box.